This is very lovely music. Oh. Hello everyone, my name is Lukael and welcome to Dredge. This is a game developed by Black Salt Games and released in 2023. For some reason I thought this game was much older. I feel like I've heard about it for a very long time, but apparently it only came out last year. So I recently had a poll on the channel to let you guys decide what game I was gonna play next, and Dredge is the game that won. I honestly was a little bit surprised because like at first glance it doesn't really look like the type of game that people like to watch on YouTube. Now given I don't really know anything about this game, as far as I know it's just like a fishing game, but like I think there's like a bit of a horror twist to it. I'm expecting maybe something a little bit like Inscription, where like Inscription was a card game with a twist, and now I guess this is a fishing game with a twist. Now if you know me, you know I don't really play horror games on the channel, but I'm not opposed to playing games with like horror elements, and like I'm not really sure how you can bring horror elements into a fishing game, but I guess we're gonna find out. Already quite loving the music on the title screen, it was very lovely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finding out what it is about this game that like people like to watch others go through. I've heard really good things about it and I'm really happy to jump into it completely blind. Like I really haven't seen anything about it, so everything's going to be new and fresh just the way I like it. Well, as fresh as a fish can be. I honestly don't really know what dredge even means. Let me check that out. Okay, it means to dig, gather, or pull out with or as if with a dredge. To deepen a waterway with a machine that removes earth, usually by buckets or an endless chain or a suction tube. Or it can mean to bring to light by deep searching, like dredging up memories. Interesting. I feel like maybe they're playing with like a little double meaning here. I guess we'll find out. Oh, there is just one last thing, since in this game I guess we're gonna be like captain of a ship maybe, and we're gonna be fishing. I suppose I'm missing like a little something, right? Ah, yes, here we are. I honestly didn't think I was gonna get to use this thing again so soon after Subnautica, but I guess it's pretty fitting for this game as well, right? Might as well use it. All right, well, with all that being said, thank you guys for joining me today, and without any further ado, let's just dive right in. Dredging the depths. So like, is there going to be a story? Job listing, angler wanted. Okay, I guess that's me. I don't really have the right type of hat, then I guess I should have gone more for like a toque. Okay, looks like we just washed ashore next to a lighthouse. Very relaxing. I do really love lighthouse aesthetics. The Lighthouse is like my favorite movie. Okay, so we're next to like a little harbor town. The morning light fills your eyes and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. So it's Monday, day 1, 6 o'clock. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Ah, welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Pursuit added. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. Okay. So, I guess that's my boat. We have a basic fishing pole. 2-hour install time, operational. Catch is coastal, splintered and fragile. This rod is only capable of catching the smallest of fish. Okay, so the boat itself is kind of like an inventory space. So you have like your fishing rod and then the engine and the... Okay. Someone's tuned this engine in an unfamiliar way. Whatever they did seems to have given it more power than normal. Okay. So the boat speed is 24 kn. What is that? Kn? We're going to learn some things today. Okay, that's a knot. 1 knot equals 1 nautical mile per hour. Okay. I don't think time is passing right now because I'm still like in this town, right? So the catchable fish type is coastal. Pursuit, map, messages, and encyclopedia. Okay, so I guess pursuit is just like a mission or a quest. A fresh start. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow, who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back before nightfall though. Said something about fog. Bit dramatic. So we do have like a voice. Our character has like an opinion and he's going to voice them in these logs. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can, then head back to Greater Marrow. Okay. So we're just some guy, some fisherman who washed up into this town. How intriguing. We got a map here. Ooh. Okay. I don't know why I just happen to be playing a lot of like water games lately. A lot of ocean games because I played Subnautica on the channel pretty recently. I've been playing Dave the Diver on my own time. And now I'm starting Dredge, so like, people are just gonna think I just play like water games, fishing game. But it's really just a coincidence. I've also been playing a lot of games in D. Like I've been playing Detroit, now I'm playing Dredge, next I'm gonna play Disco Elysium. Just a lot of D games. I guess you can say I just love the D. Okay, so we are in the Marrows. Next to us are Twisted Strand, Devil's Spine, Stellar Basin, and Gale Cliffs. I love these names. It's very, you know, kind of a, it's like old-timey fisherman vibe. I love that shit. So we can place some markers. I guess this big circle there, that's like the whole ocean. And you can zoom in, place some markers. Okay. There's like some spots there. I guess maybe they're like cities or points of interest or something like that. Got Greater Marrow there. Okay, so that's the map. No messages, no notes. And we have the encyclopedia. I guess for all the types of fish. Coastal, not caught in the Marrows. Okay, it tells you like what time of day you can get them, what kind of rod you need. Aberrations. Okay, and then I guess every fish has like different mutations, like aberrations. Okay. The Marrows, Gale Cliffs. Okay, so just a whole bunch of fish to... Oh man, look at this one. Okay. 76 pages. Damn, okay. So a lot of fish. So my only option here is just to undock. So let's just do that. So move forward. You can reverse, you can turn. Okay, and the time is already running right now. Rotate the camera. Okay, yeah. Light up the night. Stronger lights lessen the effects of panic. Foghorn. Okay, so I can turn on the light. I have a foghorn, loud horn, make your presence known. Okay, that's maybe not good. Spyglass, get a closer look and identify fishing spots at a distance. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it tells me that there's some fish there. You can rotate the camera, yes. Can't zoom in though, it's like one set length. So this is the sunrise. It feels kind of dark for morning. Okay. And then we always have access to a... Sorry, I'm kind of slow getting into a new game. Like I want to familiarize myself with all the controls and stuff like that. Move to a fishing spot, look for splashes on the surface, and then X to start fishing. So we get that lovely little lighthouse right here. And then the town. And I guess let's just go fishing. Fish! I think the time is stopped right now. Okay, so stock is disturbed water, stock high, coastal. Let's start fishing. Oh. We got a blue mackerel. The species has been added to the encyclopedia. And then we have to place it in the... Oh, and you can rotate it. Okay, that's fun. So... quite basic like fishing minigame, and then a lot of inventory management, I guess, and you can discard it. So let's just place it there. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Okay. And then can I swim, fish some more? Ooh, okay. Let's just grab a bunch of fish then. Since fishing is the whole point of the game, I was expecting like the actual fishing minigame to be a bit more in-depth. I mean, this is only the first one. Maybe it gets more complex later, but so far it's like quite simple. You just hit that and then you get the fish. Okay, so it is on a low stock now, so I guess there's only like a set amount and then there's no more fish there. And you need to move to a different... Okay, depleted. This spot has been depleted. Okay, then we just move on to another spot. Oh, some sparkles there. Maybe we can grab something. Inspect. A floating buoy. Buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Ooh. Spooky. Alright, well, let's just fish some more then. Oh, you don't have the right equipment for this spot. Okay. Never mind. What about here? Okay, so if there's a little fish hook symbol, it means you can fish. Otherwise, you can't. Okay, this one's a little harder. It's cod. Oh, okay, so we're gonna have like different shapes, of course. Here we go. Plentiful and basic. Yep, yep, yep. So could I move my oh, you can't move... Okay, you can't move the fishing rod or your engine. I see. And the spot has been depleted. So it's already 1 in the afternoon. Time only advances when you're moving, fishing, or taking other specific actions. Okay, so if I'm just standing still, time doesn't move. Interesting. I guess that's pretty useful. I do love like the visual style, like the graphical style in this game. It's really nice. It's like just a bit stylized. It's pretty like simple looking, but it really works for the vibe that they're going for, I think. But yeah, like so far, you know, just a normal fishing game. Not something you would expect people would want to watch on YouTube, but I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a twist eventually. Okay, can't fish here. What about here? So when he said be back before nightfall, what time should we start like heading back? Before like 6 o'clock? Before midnight? I'm not sure. Whoop. Oh, we got a trophy. Okay. Does that mean it's just like a better fish? Ooh. Okay, because it's bigger than the other. Okay, nice. We got a trophy. And it was like a little bit harder to catch also. Yep. I also love the audio design so far, like all the sound effect, like you're at sea, the water, the birds. There's like a slight rumbling. It's like a little creepy. I'm almost out of space. So I guess maybe we're gonna need to like sell this fish or something to buy upgrades for the boat, right? Alright, well, I'm out of space now. Oh, and we can read about them in the encyclopedia. Hey, how about that? We got number 1 and number 2, so pretty fitting. So it shows you the shape they have, where you caught them, not how much they're worth, but I guess once we sell them, we'll know. Okay, so the description it gives is the same that you get when you read them in the inventory. And then there's like a message in a bottle here. We could grab that, sure, before going back. 20th August 1927. Oh, what time are we in now, actually? Is there like a date somewhere? It just says day 1, but not what time this is. I wish I had a bit like of a sailor accent that I could do, but I can't really, so I'm just gonna read it normally. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. Maybe you shouldn't have kept the keychain. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. A young couple just recently married, renamed their boat, but she kept the keychain with the old name. Maybe she shouldn't have kept that. Maybe that was a bad idea. Select your lights by holding L1. Yeah, okay. There's a red thing up there. What's that mean? I think that means we should be going back. Oh! Okay, there's an eye now. What does the eye mean? Why is there an eye? Am I being watched? Okay, is there something like looking for me? That's a little creepy. I'm leaving. I'm going back. Oh, it's getting really dark out there. Oh, this is creepy. It's surprisingly creepy, even though like it's such a... Oh, okay, and it takes some time to dock too. Interesting. Surprisingly creepy, even though it's a game with like very simple graphics, but like the ambience is very good. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. Is this like a Tom Nook situation where like we owe him a lot of money? I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. Oh, it is a Tom Nook situation. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. Sure, I guess that's fair. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Yeah. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. Ship loan repayments, $50. Okay. That doesn't sound like that much, but then again, if this is like early 1900, I guess $50 is like a lot of money. So let's go to the fishmonger. There he is. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, huh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands may pay you different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you got. Okay, I guess we should just sell all of it then. Okay, so that was 150. 6 for this one. Oh no, okay, it takes like a little part towards the debt. Right, okay. Okay, so you can just sell all fish by holding square. Let's do that. There we go. That's $19 off our debt, and we got like $129. Okay. So that's done. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? You must take these items. A research part. A curious-looking component could be used to develop some new equipment, but would need some investigation at the dock first. Okay. Let's just place it here. Here. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Okay. Let's go see the shipwright. We've already almost repaid half of our loan, so not that bad. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around, just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Okay. So I guess I can like improve my fishing rod. So right now I have only basic fishing pole and it can catch coastal. And the fishing speed is 35%. And I could sell this to buy a different one. So I assume if it catches shallow, it also catches coastal, right? But I don't have the money for this one. Limited reeling speed. By the reeling speed, like, does it mean the time you have to catch the fish? Or does it mean like that little green section where you can like actually hit it? I'm not sure. Actually, maybe I need the both. Maybe I need both fishing rods. So this one is coastal. Wait, hang on. And this gives you more light. Better than a candle. Makes a decent effort at shining through the gloom. Okay. We don't have the money for this. I guess let's try, like, until I can actually know how things work, let's try and buy, like, what we can, right? So if I buy that, and then I want it, like, here, I guess. Install. It takes 2 hours, but it's only, like, 8 o'clock, so I guess we're fine. Now it's 10:30. But we now have 2 fishing rods, so we have shallow and coastal. Okay. And no money for anything else, so let's just leave. I guess I'll need time to sleep. Research. Use parts to research new equipment. Researched equipment will appear for sale in shops. Okay. Oh, okay, so I was right. Okay, so a rod that has shallow doesn't also include coastal. It's only for one type, but then you could have a fishing pole that uses both types. So yeah, I would want that for sure. But then I'll have to wait until I can actually buy it. Oh, it's not one. Okay, it takes 2 research parts. It shows it at the bottom. Okay. So I don't have any more for now. New engines and pots and nets. Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just go to sleep, right? There's nothing else we can do here. We have a storage. Okay. Let's just go to sleep. Resting until dawn. There's like a light in the background. I wonder what that is. It's like southwest of here. Let's just undock then. Let's go fish. Oh, the light disappears. Huh. Alrighty. Let's go catch some more fish then. I really wish I had like a sailor accent. Maybe I should need to, maybe I need to practice that in my off time. Alright, let's catch some fish. Oh, that's some kind of like a Gulf flounder. Oh, this one takes a lot of space. A pathetic, cowardly, bottom-dwelling fish. Why you gotta be like that? This poor fish. You don't have to call it pathetic. So could I just go back to town, sell what I have, and then keep fishing? I guess I can. Okay, let's just keep going. There's another little town out in front. I could go and see what these people are about. Let's fish some more. Another blue mackerel. Could I hit the thing twice while I'm in green? Like, can I hit it twice if I'm really fast? Okay, you can, but I don't think I'm fast enough. Okay, well, I'm already out of space, so I'm gonna have to discard this. Let's go check out this town. Maybe I can sell my fish there. Is this still like Great Marrow, or is this like a different town? Oh, this is Little Marrow, okay. So they have a trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewelry and other baubles. An old man peers at you over his silver spectacles. Hello, is that... No, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? No, I don't. But maybe later. Okay, so you can't sell your fish here. So we'll have to go back to Greater Marrow. Getting to go a little faster would definitely be nice. We'll need to improve our engine for that. So you can upgrade your boat, but I wonder if you can like make it bigger. Maybe you can eventually buy like different boats. I've had a special order come through for a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Sure, tell me about the order. They ask for 1 Gulf flounder and 1 gray eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that out for you. Well, I already have the Gulf flounder, but not the other one. Have you got any fish for that order? Well, I have 1. Can I just give you 1 of them? Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice until it's all ready to go. Oh, very nice. Oh, there you go. Done. Alright, come back when you have everything. Now it's a regular business, eh? Don't overcommit yourself, especially when that sun starts going down. Better to come back with a small catch than to not come back at all. Okay. Let's see if the shipwright has that new fishing rod. Okay, doesn't have it yet, but we could install another engine though. So let's do that. Okay, so that should make us a little bit faster. What's that red light? Do we have time to go fish a bit more? It's getting a little bit late. And maybe we should... Oh. Okay, so there's different types of mini games. We got an arrow squid, but now I see that eye up there, and I feel like maybe I should just leave. I hear some bubbling behind me. I'm just gonna duck for the night. Creepy. Alright, so we have an arrow squid. Rises from the depths at night to feed or be fed upon. $15, that's pretty good. I guess let's just sleep. So I could be waking up like in the middle of the night, I guess. Oh, a hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I guess I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. Oh, she's the lighthouse keeper. Interesting. The mayor wants to talk. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Sure. The mayor hands you a small, damp package bound in string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Okay, so it's a fish. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Okay. So back to Little Marrow we go. I guess we'll go straight there. We're not gonna fish on the way. Don't want his package to spoil. I can see another message out there in the bottle. We do go a little bit faster now. Again, I love this music. It's very kind of mournful, somber. What? A delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. You'll surely get more use out of it. Okay. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of the pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin, perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we need one eel. A gray eel. Read to unlock. Okay. I haven't read this yet. Selected as active, but oh, okay, so it's not something I have to actually read. I select it and then the character is gonna read it over time. Fast time to read. Oh, okay. Sustainable fishing. I thought it was like a book I had to actually read. Let's just pass the time then. Let's go do some more fishing. Yep. Oh, what is that? A stingray. That takes a lot of space. And I don't know how much it's worth yet. Good eating, but requires careful preparation. So what happens if I... Oh, it's depleted. I was gonna say, what happens if I just don't hit the green things? Does that count as like a failure, or... I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I can't fish here. What if I go out there? I want to get that bottle. 21st August, 1927. Oh, there's another one there too. So that's 20th of August. This one is 21st of August. I assume it's from the same person. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He has been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. Okay, so this is the same person. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. I think he knows a bit more than he's letting on. Oh, this is a sunk boat. But I can't fish here. I can't fish at any of these spots. Huh. large shadows in the water also. But I think that's just to say that like the water is deeper there. Yeah, that's a big one there. That's like a shark. Well, let's see if we can catch a few more out here. Okay, so I guess a yellow is like a better one than green, maybe? This is another trophy. Let's put it up here. Oh, the spot has already been depleted. Okay. Then let's just go back to town. I'm gonna be careful at the beginning, like we're gonna take things pretty slow. If you know me, you know I kinda like to take things slow. If you're ever hunting for a specific species, check your encyclopedia. Could have the information you need. Okay. Let's just sell all fish. Our depth adjusted some more. And now we got some money. The mayor is walking quickly towards you. He seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news! Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. I've also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger's services. He might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. Okay. Everyone seems pretty nice so far, you know, nothing too suspicious. This is the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel here. We're talking extra space, more attachment points for equipment, and even superior hulls. We'll need a decent stock of hard materials for these projects. Lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? There's plenty of decent materials around the coast, from various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure you'll find a way to get at them. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored, so don't worry if you only have half of what we need. I like that aspect that you can like only give part of what you need. Okay, so we can get more rod space, some net spaces, more engine space, and then more light space. And then even cargo space. And a better hull. Okay. Sustain 1 additional impact. Impact from what? We haven't been impacted yet, but I guess we will. So for this we need money and materials, but I don't have any materials yet, so... Okay, it tells you how many you've caught also. I don't know where to get that eel that I need though, but... we still have some time. Let's go fishing some more. Sometimes the music will just stop and I'm like, should I be worried? Okay, it's 5 already. So let's fish and then get back. So yeah, when you hit the green, it just pulls it up like further on that line. And I guess if you don't hit it, it only just does nothing. Let me test that out. Okay, yeah, it just does nothing. It only goes down if you miss your input. Interesting. Oh, and we should go back already. There's the eye. We're gonna have to find out what that eye is sooner or later, right? Got that green, that red light there too. I really hear like rumbling behind me. I don't like it. Let's just sell that fish. We could get a light. We have the money for a new light. That's a lot of light too. Yeah, let's get a light in here. Nice. That's all we can do for now, so let's sleep. So... oh, music seems different today. Is it a better light? Oh, okay, I think it just added that light in the front. So yeah, that's better for sure. Let's go fish some more. Let's go north this time. Oh, this might be the eel I need. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Yes, it is. There's the eel. All right. So different fish have different types of mini games, so keep things fresh. So if I just do nothing, I will eventually catch it. It just takes longer, so like you spend more time. Interesting. Okay. So you're always going to fish it, it's just going to take a long time. Maybe some of them aren't going to be so simple. But of course you want it to take less time so that you can like fish more in one day. Oh, there's some wood. Oh, but I don't have the equipment to get it. Okay. Can't really fish in a lot of places yet. What about here? There we go. Oop, oop, oop. More cod. Not usually a big cod player, but just kidding. Sustainable fishing. Reading complete. Check cabin for bonuses. Oh, okay, so it gives you bonuses. 10% chance to not reduce fish stocks when catching a fish. Oh, okay. And can I turn that on and off? I mean, there's no reason why you won't want to turn it off, but I'm just curious if it's something you can like toggle. Doesn't seem like it though. Okay, I'm out of space, so let's go deliver that gray eel. Because the eye is about to be watching us. It takes a little bit of time to dock, but it's not time that passes on the clock, so it's like... I wonder why they make it so like it takes some time. I guess maybe if you're being attacked by something eventually, like that by the time you dock you can keep being attacked, you know? Because when games make it where like it takes a certain time to do an input, it's because they want there to be a pressure on the player, you know? Like in, say, Alien Isolation, it takes a few seconds when you want to save because they know that you might be getting like chased by an alien, so like they want to add that pressure, like quick, 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 save, save! So I'm thinking it might be something similar here. Have you got any fish for that order? Yes, I do. How did you guess? Just leave whatever you have here. I'll keep the order on ice. There you go. Love how the items kind of like wobble around when you move them. The fishmonger wraps up the fish and hands you some money. Good, good. They should be pleased with these. I've got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Don't see many people fishing squid these days. They only feed at night and, well, you know what nights are like around here. I don't, actually. Good luck. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to find out, right? We should go out there and fish at night just to see what happens. Alright, let's sell everything else. What's our debt looking like now? Because I've already got a lot of money, I feel. Let's check the shipwright. If you're wanting to get a bit more out of your engines, take a look through this book on the house. Ooh, another book. She pulls a book from a toolbox nearby and hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. Oh, that's okay. We can't really install anything else right now. I mean, we could get like another fishing rod, but it would take more space, so... We kind of got all the equipment we can have. Let's pick another book. Correct engine operation. 2 arrow squid and 1 black grouper. Should we try and fish at night? So how do I save? I guess the game just auto-saves, right? I don't think you can like manually save the game. Should we try and go fish at night? I mean, there's only one way to know what happens, and if it's to try it, so... What happens if you try and fish while that eye is there? I guess we're gonna get attacked by some monster. That's my only guess. Okay, there's the arrow squid. Shit. Okay, nothing happened so far. It's really dark though, I don't like it. Ah, shit. Sometimes I think I'm going forward and I'm going backwards. I'm not used to like the front of the ship being the larger part. I'm gonna need to repair my hull. Your boat's looking a bit banged up. I can repair that if you like. Yes, please. Repair all. Alright, here we go. Thank you. We can give him the arrow squid. Yes, I do. So 2 of those. Can I just like place them automatically? Doesn't look like it. And then you want a black grouper. It's in the shallows. Okay. I haven't seen one so far, but... Alright, come back when you have everything. Now to regular business, eh? Found this book out back. Could be useful to you. Another book. A damp, battered book. A few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Gonna sell all. And then... So we got correct engine operation and rods, reels, and rigs. Well, let's keep reading this one and we'll read the other one later. Let's just sleep. I'm too scared to go out at night still. I'm not ready yet. But should we... how do I check the map? Okay. Should we try and go like to this town here maybe? It's south. Let's try and go see what these people are about. It's just like a couple houses. Let's see. Can't fish here. Can I fish here? Okay, this is more cod. Can grab a couple, sure. Oh. Okay. All-seeing cod. Ugh. Staring outwards, unblinking. Eyes borrowed from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. That's very creepy. Okay. Okay, so... Yeah, we saw that each fish had like multiple aberrations, and I guess that's one of them. I love the little audio cue there, that was very creepy. So what's with this place? This is Blackstone Isle. We have a ruined mansion and a workshop. The workshop looks as though it hasn't been used in decades. Let's go inside. It's locked. Okay, well, so much for that. What about the mansion? The door is locked. Okay. Nice and creepy. I love it. Let's just keep fishing then. I guess the aberrations are gonna be worth more money, right? You would think. Or maybe they're not gonna want them. They're gonna be like, oh, we don't want that kind of fish here. I don't know. It's our first one. Let's get a bunch of mackerel. I'm sure they're going to have something to say about that aberration. Well, now I'm curious to like find some more. Yeah, I've mentioned in my Detroit playthrough that androids and sci-fi is kind of like one of my favorite genres, and I mentioned that another one I really love is like cosmic horror, and I do really love this kind of like sailor creepy stuff. That's why I was really looking forward to playing this game, because The Lighthouse is my favorite movie, and if you've played Bloodborne and played the DLC The Old Hunters, I really love like the fishing Hamlet and that kind of creepy Lovecraftian vibe of like these fish people and like some ancient like old one creepy god washed up on the beach. Like I love this type of shit. It's some of my favorites, so I'm all for this kind of creepy shit in this game. What's he gonna say when I try to sell him this fish? What is it today? You hand the grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins, raising the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep stuttering breath. Now this is the sort of specimen to liven up my day. I wonder. He runs his fingers firmly along the length of the fish, as though feeling for something. He pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. He slices the fish open. From its stomach he pulls a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Well, I've never seen that before in all my days. Handkerchief added to inventory. I'll give you this thing and I'll pay you for the fish too, of course. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. A once beautiful handkerchief drawn from the insides of a grotesque fish, patterned with delicate crimson thread. Interesting. Is this something I'm supposed to sell in like little marrow? Okay, well, let's just sell all fish. I think our debt is already paid at this point. A man is looking at you through your cabin window. His face is mostly in shadow. I know what you took to the fishmonger, and I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. Head out of this bay and cut south. I have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Okay. I was gonna put the handkerchief in my storage, but I guess we should bring it to this guy. What can I do for you? I want to ask about the wider region and what happened to the last fisherman. Oh. I was gonna ask about my debt, but... yeah. Certainly. Is there somewhere in particular you wish to know more about? Oh, there's a bunch of places. Blackstone Isle. I don't know a great deal. It technically falls under the jurisdiction of Little Marrow. I believe it was sold to a private owner some 20 years ago. They must have had a special arrangement. Such a sale is quite uncommon. Very complicated paperwork involved, you see. I've not met the owner. I suspect they don't live around here. The island seems quite uninhabited. Is there another area? Gale Cliffs? Well, the main port over there is called Ingfell. It's right on the approach to the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left, one way or another. Okay. Stellar Basin. Quite a popular tourist destination. There's a resort on the atoll, built on top of a beautiful coral reef. I'm sure there's a wide variety of fish there. Maybe you fancy getting your hooks into some of those? I don't think there's much to tell. It's just a tangled mass of trees. It's often blanketed in a thick fog, even during the day. You'd want some good lights and a good sense of direction if you're going to go exploring there. Okay. And then Devil's Spine. Ah, yes, it's quite exciting, really. An active volcano amongst a city of ancient ruins. I must caution against sailing there, however. The ruins lie low in the water and would surely tear through your hull. Not to mention the aforementioned volcano could erupt at any moment. You can occasionally hear it rumbling from here. Oh, maybe that's what we heard. Okay. So that's all of them. I love that they also become grayed out, so you know you've asked about them. What happened to the last fisherman? The last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain, I mean really terrible. Constantly running aground on the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. Nah, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long, he shan't be missed by us. Okay. I don't know if I can believe you, but I guess I will for now. Let's fish a bit more since we have some time, and then tomorrow we'll go to Blackstone Island. Actually, I don't really have any more time. Let's just go back to town. There's that red light again. Alright, let's sleep. So what if I wake up like at 5 instead? Oh. Fisherman! Have you run into a photographer on your travels? She docked here a few days ago for supplies. I suggested that she take some pictures of the town for promotional purposes, but she didn't seem too interested. She mentioned she was heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Okay. South, you say? Well, I just happened to be going south, so maybe I'll run into her. Could she be at Blackstone Island? Ba-da-da-da. I love the music, it's so good. Let's fish a bit. Ooh. Trophy. Okay, so when it's yellow, it means you're gonna catch a trophy, right? Is that what that means? But then could you... Oh, I guess that's just the thunder rumbling. Right? I mean, I don't see any, like, storm or anything. Okay. Anyways, let's go see what this man wanted. And that's some loud thunder. The man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons, and it's got an eye on it. You came, good. Allow me to introduce myself. I am a collector of many things, art and artifacts, treasures and truths, and curious that occupy the periphery of desire. No. And you have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable. Even after all this time, this handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Yes, please, I need that. Find me these lost relics and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I'll merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Sure. An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. Okay. The relics we're looking for are a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box and a key. Okay. I would encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences. Anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay. No one in the workshop? Okay, still no one in the workshop. So now we can get the materials from the wrecks, I guess? So the fishing spots, like, they kind of spawn and despawn and, like, they change every day, but maybe the wrecks are always the same. Like that wreck we found at the back of the island. Once I get the stuff from there, is it just gone forever? Only one way to find out, right? Let's go and check it out. Oh no, wait, it was... Oh, correct engine operation. 5% more movement speed than listed. Oh, okay. Let's start reading this other book. Was it on this side or was it on the other side? I think it was at the back. The sounds are so intense. Okay, so we can start dredging some material. Change lanes and avoid... Oh, okay. Avoid the gaps, okay. Okay. Get some lumber. Waterlogged wooden boards. Could be useful to someone. Okay. I love that there's like all these different little mini games. Where was that wreck that I found? Maybe it moved actually. Should we try and grab that? Start dredging. It's getting a little bit late, but let's keep dredging. Because I need those materials. Oh, we got a research part. Nice. Should we keep dredging? So if it gets really late, I guess you maybe get attacked by creatures. That's my only guess. You get attacked by creatures, and then maybe if you get like sank, you would lose what's on your boat, right? Do I want to risk that? Okay, let's stop dredging and let's go back to town. Shit. Cod lost... Oh, and you can lose some stuff too. Shit. Okay, so you really don't want to hit the lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder the intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it... There's a boat there. There's another boat. And it was moving even though I'm like paused right now. Interesting. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin? Its purpose exhausted. The lighthouse towers above. Nice. I love this. I love this vibe. Exposure to fog and other things increases your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Your panic, huh? Okay. Do we have like a panic meter somewhere? Fog and other things. What other things are we talking about? Okay, we got a bunch of new dialogue. Let's talk to the lighthouse keeper. What is it? Oh, do you know of any shipwrecks around here? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from the patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Have you heard of any strange things happening? I see plenty of strange things from atop the lighthouse. Sometimes I don't know whether or not I can trust my own eyes. She holds the lantern up so that it shines brightly onto your face. Are you really standing here in front of me? Or is this just another of the fog's tricks? Who lives on Blackstone Isle? I see a lot from up here, you know. I saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. I watched an unnatural glow flicker through those windows. Whatever you've got planned, I hope you know what you're doing out there. Not really. So I guess that dude at the collector at Blackstone Isle, he's into some weird like occult shit. And he's trying to collect these like artifacts, and who knows to what end. Something sinister perhaps? And she knows. She's like, are you sure you want to mess around with that stuff? You approach a woman sitting on the dockside, staring out to sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? I don't want to talk about it. I mean, so far it's been mostly peaceful. It's got to be a damn sight better than this bloody town. I think I just need to get away for a while. Maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. I can't go back. Like, what's the story of our character? I don't really know. Like, where does he come from? What's his story? I don't want to move along. I guess we're gonna say it's not so bad here. She's gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find me some materials, maybe you can help me move? I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap is all I need. I can make a new place for myself out there. You'd be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. I'll pay you when the job's done. Okay. Sure, we can do that. Let's research this new fishing pole. And now we're gonna get to buy it. How fast until the shipwright has it, though? Oh wow, she already has it. All right. $460, though. Maybe if I sell the rods I have right now. 37. Okay, so that would be like $70 more. Okay, that's not enough money. Maybe if I sell my fish. $352. That's still not enough. I've got some metal scrap. Right, I need to repair also. Alright, I'm going to store this scrap for now. I guess we can use this to help the builder eventually. What I want to do is I want to upgrade my fishing rod, but I need more money for that. So we're gonna sleep for now. What if I just wake up at like 5? Because like your character wakes up later than the eye disappears, you know? Because at 5 it's already gone, so might as well use this time to fish. So she mentioned there was like a... She mentioned a wreck at the back of Greater Marrow, but she said it's at night that it's there, so... I'm not gonna go there just yet, but I remember a wreck behind Little Marrow also, so let's go there. Time passes much faster when you're fishing than when you're moving, which makes sense. So we have a bunch of pursuits. We still have this one. Need the lumber and scrap, and then searching for relics for the collector. Find the key. Oh, okay, so it tells you where each of them is. Okay, so the only one in the Marrows is the key. Okay. Maybe it's in this wreck over here? Okay, so yeah, the wreck is always the same. Well, that's good for me. Go start dredging. Ugh. Oh, okay, this one's a little fast. A bronze belt buckle. That's it. That's the only thing that was in this wreck. Okay. Yeah, time passes very quickly when you're fishing or dredging. Do I have enough time to dredge this spot here and then go back? Let's try it. Some treasure. An old iron chain. Okay. That was the only one. Let's go back. But I don't really have any fish to sell though. Some more material here. That would be for some wood. Alright, let's do it. I guess if like things really get dangerous at night, it's kind of like a risk management kind of thing. It's like, well, do you want to risk maybe losing your hull, but then you might also get a reward? It's like now the eye is about to show up. I guess danger might show up also. I mean, nothing's attacked me so far. So I don't know. Things get kind of dark and creepy, but I haven't been attacked by anything. It's probably safe within like this main, you know, this main circle here. It's probably safe in here. Why is there an X there? Huh. Actually, oh, I think the X might be that red light I'm seeing. It only shows up at night. I'm gonna have to go there eventually. That might be the light that the lighthouse keeper was talking about. I mean, we're gonna have to go check it out eventually. Right? Junk to the untrained eye, but there's good metal here. Someone might pay for this. I think if I sell my current fishing poles, I could buy this other one. So let's do that. And then I'm gonna buy this. Oh, I still don't have enough money. Okay, I miscalculated. Can I sell this lumber? Oh, you can't sell the lumber either. What about the builder? Can I sell at the builder? No. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy my rods again. I probably lost some money in that exchange. Shit. Oh, I definitely lost some money in that. Alright. Next time, only sell if I'm sure I have the right money. That's on me. That's why I'm bad at maths. Oh, and you have access to your storage also while you're at the shipwright. So we got 2 scraps. I just need some wood and then I could help the builder. Remember, you don't have to have all the materials at once. You can store whatever you have right here. Right. So, do I need all 4 upgrades before I can get the new hull? A bolt of cloth. I could already get this. Right? If I use the one I have in storage. And then this. And then the upgrade? Sure, let's do it. Plus 2 engine spaces. Okay. So what does that look like? Okay, they're on the sides. Interesting. But they replace spaces where I could have had fish. So they're not added. I wonder if I go to Little Marrow, can I sell the stuff that's in my storage? Let's see, if I put that here and then go to Little Marrow, let's see if I can still sell it. And I'm gonna put this in storage as well. And let's research something. So we can get a hydraulic rod. Mechanically assisted reels allow the catching of significantly larger species. Anti-tangle line. Avoid and withstand snags. So this one is coastal and mangrove. Volcanic. This one is for 4 different types of fish. So we're definitely gonna want that at some point. Abyssal. Hadal. I don't even know what that means. Oceanic. Abyssal. Ugh. Okay. Well, let's go for the oceanic hydraulic rod. But I don't know in what kind of spots you're supposed to get that. Because it's a square. I guess, oh yeah, I could have it down there. Oh, wait, no. No, because I need 4. Okay, yeah, I could have it on the left there. Instead of this, I could have it in this spot here. But then I need the flexible fishing pole on the right so I can catch the other 2 types of fish also. Okay. We're gonna need more money for this, so for now, I guess let's just go out and fish some more before we can get these upgrades. It's already a lot of fun, like you get these upgrades, you know? There's a good feeling of progression. Still haven't seen that photographer. Wonder where she is. I want to test out whether I can sell stuff that's in my... Ooh. Stuff that's in my locker. Rods, reels, and rigs. Rods will reel fish in 10% more effectively. Okay. Very nice. Let's just keep fishing. I'm hoping to get some more aberrations. It's probably just like a small chance of happening, like anywhere. I don't know if you need to fish in specific spots to get the aberration, or if it's like a small percentage that like any fish might be an aberration. I don't really know. Oh, let's get some more. A whole bunch of mackerel. And there's a lot of it. But they're all kind of the same. No aberration. So if I check in the encyclopedia... Ooh, okay. So they have their own... The aberrations have their own section in the book. I love the description. Eyes burrowed from a larger being, but not the mind to process what it sees. That's so creepy. So it says what it's an aberration of, but then if you go in the marrow section, you still see the cod, and at the bottom you can see there's 3 different aberrations. And then you can jump straight to it. Interesting. I love that you can kind of jump anywhere at any moment. The navigation's very handy. Alright, let's dock. Oh, a grieving father and the dock worker. How's the day treating you? Do you ever process shipments for Blackstone Isle? That old ruin? Doubt it. Let's see. He flicks through a large logbook. It appears to be a record of shipping manifests. Thought so. Doesn't even have a shipping address. As far as I know, nobody lives there. What else can I do for you? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? I know there were a few around the eastern side of the island. Mostly rotted away by now, I'd expect. Or dashed apart by the waves. Poor souls keep hitting rocks in the fog, I guess. There's a blind spot back there where the lighthouse can be seen. People get turned around. What else can I do for you? What do you know about any strange occurrences? I overheard a tale in the tavern some years ago. Sounded pretty strange to me. Supposedly some 20-odd years ago, a fisherman from these parts hauled up an old sealed casket from the seafloor. They pried it open and took what was inside for themselves. That very night the fog rolled in for the first time, and it has cloaked the seas every night since. Why wasn't that accursed casket? Nobody knows. All of the crew that laid eyes on its content went mad, or worse. The casket and crew have since disappeared without a trace. But the fog remains. Crazy stuff, huh? Interesting. What's it like working on the docks? As changeable as the weather, huh? Most days it's pretty quiet. The pay's not too great, but the work's straightforward. That suits me to a T. It's good to get that fresh sea breeze without actually being on the water. No offense, but you wouldn't get me out on those seas every day. None taken. And we have a grieving father. Hello, is everything okay? Do you know of any shipwrecks around here? Well, yes, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, in one of those wrecks, all alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed, but tremors of grief rack his body. I was wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. He wore a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I'd recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. You explained that you found the belt buckle, but it's currently in your storage. Oh, please bring it to me. I need to know if it's his. Anything else I can... Oh, so okay. It wasn't just some wreck I could sell to someone. It was a specific item. What do you know about any strange occurrences? I don't get out a lot anymore, so I don't see much of what goes on. But I do remember the old mayor in his final days. What an awful sight it was. Screaming and throwing things into the sea. Throw it back, he would cry over and over. Begging anyone who would listen. Howling it to the wind. These days I almost feel like I understand. Okay, so to get the belt buckle we need to go back to Marrow. Oh, there's a painter here. The fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. If you're wanting to experiment with some decorations, yes, I'm the person to talk to. What sort of decorations? I can attach flags and bunting to add some style to your boat. I have a design here already that you might like. If you find any others on your travel, bring them back to me and I can ring them up for you. Of course, I can also add a splash of color to your hull. I'm sorry to say that my selection of pigments limited at the moment, though. Could I help find more pigments? He thinks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, I saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. My knees aren't suited to clambering over rocks and chasing crustaceans, you see, but if you caught such a creature... He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. He turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Fisherman, bring me some of those strange crabs. We'll turn your vessel into a work of art. But for now, what can I help you with today? Deliver flag. You don't seem to have any new flags with you. Okay. Have you tried searching to the north of the Marrows? Okay. We can paint the boat. Which area do you want to paint? The roof, I guess? What color do you want to paint the roof? Sharp mint? I don't have the right pigment to make that color. You'll need to bring me these crabs. A malignant pincer and a cerebral crab. Okay. Rusty red. Alright, now let me prepare my brushes. Much better. I mean, okay, that's the same color I already had. Okay. So we can change the look of our boat, that's nice. We can change the flag. No flag, fish flag, anchor flag, hook flag, pirate flag, eye flag, sea serpent, Ouroboros. I think right now I have no flag. Let's try the fish flag. Hey, okay. Adjust the bunting. I'll use any leftover pigments I have to ensure a cohesive aesthetic. Oh, okay, yeah. Sure. Okay, so now we have a little bunting, we have a flag. That's all nice and good. What about the trader? Found anything special? So I could be selling this. So you can sell to cargo. Oh. Oh, nice. Okay, so now I don't need to go back to the island. I can just talk to the grieving father. How about that belt buckle? Give the belt buckle to the man? Sure. Give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you. Bless you. You've returned him to me. Please take this. I've not any money to pay you, but this might hold some value to you. Oh, it's a research park. Sure, thanks. Okay, that's all he had to say. I'd better go. Okay. Well, that's nice. We could have sold it for quite some money, but I'd rather continue any quest we might find, you know? Alright, let's undock, get some more fish before we go back to town. Actually, I already have a lot of fish on me. Maybe I can make room for a bit more. There we go. Trophy. Nice! Alright, well, I don't have any more space, so let's go sell our fish. I saw in the options that there's a way to play this game more as like just a straightforward fishing game, like without any of the, you know, more creepy stuff in it. I can see how it would be a fun fishing game even without all the rest, but the real interest to me is like reading all this fun flavor text and like these creepy stories and like getting to see what these characters have to say and like maybe there's like some mysteries to solve and stuff like that. That's where the fun is to me. Alright, so let's sell all this fish. It's gonna take a while before we have the money to buy these new fishing rods though. Okay, so I can't research this one until I get these other two. I can't research the pots and nets yet, so let's just get this one maybe. Improved outboard engine. Damn, this one requires a lot of research parts. A jet drive engine. I mean, this one only gives you +9, but it's also just one square, so I guess it's more efficient than like this one. +26, +36. Oh. The skies were lit up with a weird crimson glow the other night. Did you see it? Yeah, I did see it. Okay, I'm just gonna need to keep getting more money in order to get this new fishing pole. And that's all I can do for now. I haven't seen that photographer anywhere. Alright, do I want to take a risk and go see what that red light is? Because I'm probably gonna stop soon. And let's end with a bang, shall we? Let's go out and see what that red light is. And if we go crazy, then so be it. Let's see what happens. Will we get attacked by some monster? Ugh. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh. Uh-oh, something's getting closer. Something's getting closer. Ah, shit. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Okay, there's some creature attacking me. There's the key. Okay, so this is the key. A small key. Doesn't look small to me. With ornate loops on the handle, the teeth are simple. Whatever lock it opens must be quite crude. Okay, the eye is kind of freaking out up there. And like some kind of anglerfish was attacking me. Let's hurry back to the lighthouse if we can. A pile of loose debris. Clearing this would take some strong explosives. Okay. I think... Okay, yeah, we got damaged. But we're still good. So if we don't get attacked again, I might be able to get back. Let's just not run into any... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why'd my light turn off? Why'd my light turn off? Must be that panic that it mentioned. I think my character is just like going crazy a little bit. Okay, that wasn't so bad. We got attacked by some monster, but it wasn't that bad. Oh my, you look exhausted. You're not forgetting to get some sleep, are you? As I always say, taking frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Yeah. Okay, we need to repair our ship. $60. Yeah, it does cost a lot of money to get stuff repaired, so we don't want to be taking too many risks. But we did find the key, so I guess I could put it in my storage for now, and then we'll go and give it to the collector. For now, let's sleep. So a big red light on the ocean means one of these relics that we need. So that's good to know. So that wasn't so bad. We got attacked by some kind of creature, and then we started like seeing shit. But that wasn't too bad. Let's dredge. And I kind of panicked, so like I made a bunch of mistakes while dredging. A worn gold ring. Gold always holds its value. I could have gotten it faster if I didn't make a bunch of mistakes. Alright, let's go see what this collector has to give us in exchange for that key. What is it? Take a look at these trinkets. Do not bother me with common clutter. I hear that the trader in Little Marrow deals with such trivialities. Okay, so if it's not in my inventory, he doesn't want it, so I need to hit the storage first. Here we go. Good thing we have access to our storage from anywhere. You enter the collector's house. He's standing at the back of the room, still holding the silver and crimson book. He seems impatient. Well, you have something, don't you? Show me. You hand him the key. I got an achievement for that. The cold metal shimmers a strange shine as he holds it. The shape of the key, the teeth, the head, now somehow seem changed, smaller. Has it always been this way? Is this all? Where's the lock? The collector grows agitated. It seems the pieces we're looking for have traveled further than I anticipated. Much further, I suspect. In that case, allow me to aid your travels. He turns a few pages in his book and mutters something low under his breath. A burst of light fills your vision, and you stagger back briefly. Ability unlocked: haste. Otherworldly speed at a price. Now go, we have more relics to uncover. My intuition tells me that the current may have carried some debris to the southeast, towards Gale Cliffs. Make that your priority. Okay. Gale Cliffs is our next destination. I'll mark a location on your map where you can begin your search. Anything else? The words you read from that book, what did they do to me? The book holds power from the deep. I merely extended its powers towards you. Is there one in particular you wish to know more about? The words of haste are instant and cruel. They will impart a terrible speed to your vessel. Be warned, however, it may put a great deal of stress on your engines. Okay, so it's like a way to go faster, but you can also break your engines, I guess? How long have you lived here? Quite some time. I used to be a fisherman, as was my father before. But 2 decades ago I took up residence here. I needed to focus on other endeavors. I found that this island has a certain strength to it. Those dark basalt columns stretching downwards into the deep. Anything else? Do you know who owned these relics? Yes. Who? He looks at you. For a moment, a look of something like regret flashing in his eyes. An old friend. Anything else? I'll be going. Interesting. Let's undock. So it did autosave when I undocked. Haste adds speed to your engines, but increases panic and engine heat. Select it with L1 and use it. Oh, okay. So I can... Woo! Go faster. So I guess if I reach maximum like heat, my engine will break, right? But how do I know the level of my panic? I think it just goes down instantly because it's daytime right now. So like my panic, it's like the gloom in Zelda, you know? Like even if you have the gloom, because you're on the surface and the light, it just goes down instantly. But if it was nighttime and I used that, then my panic would be higher. I guess I did get a glimpse of what the panic does. It's like you can't really see the objects until they're like very close to you, until they're in the light. So you're more likely to run ashore. I assume if you run ashore and your boat completely breaks, you probably lose all of your cargo and stuff like that. You have to restart at your previous save, I guess. We're not going to be using the haste too much. So he said to go to Gale Cliffs. Okay, so this must be the X right there. Also, yeah, okay, so once you visit a place, you can see the name of these places. So we're gonna want to visit all of these different points. The thing is too, like, you can see these 5 main islands, right? But there's all the space outside with like seemingly nothing. Is it really empty? I'm sure we're gonna have to figure it out soon enough. So which one had the volcano in it? I don't remember. There's a lot to visit, a lot of things to see. But we did make a bit of progress today, so I think I'm going to stop here for now. I don't want this to go on too long just for the first episode. I think it just auto-saved also, so... Alright, so that's gonna be it for the first episode of Dredge. Really enjoying it so far. Like I said, I really love this old-timey sailor, curses, deep mysteries, horrors. All of that stuff is really fascinating to me. I'm glad that a game like this exists. You know, there's games like The Sunken City and stuff like that, which I haven't played actually, so I'd be interested to maybe try it eventually. But you know, usually with these more like kind of horror titles, they tend to go with a more realistic style. So I love that this is more stylized a little bit. That's always more up my alley. Again, I really enjoyed the music in particular. The art style for the character is also really cool. I really wish I had like a sailor accent that I could do when I read these characters, but you'd have to settle for my shitty French-Canadian accent, so... Really enjoyed this first episode, I hope you guys did as well. If you would like to catch the next one, don't forget that you can always get a full week of early access on all my videos by checking out my Patreon in the description below. And I want to extend a big thank you to all of my patrons for supporting the channel. So that's gonna be it for today, and until next time, I had fun playing this, hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next episode for some more Dredge. À la prochaine.